When he first came, how was anybody supposed to believe that he was the Messiah? How would he prove that? How would we know that he's the Messiah before any of the end time stuff happened? Because that hasn't happened yet. So how would you know that he's the Messiah? If we're to think about it.
Because the Quran said so.
Well, that's not enough, because the Quran comes 600 years after.
So how do you know he is the Messiah?
The Quran is more accurate on historical
I'm trying to educate myself.
events.
That's a good question, brother.
The Quran is more accurate on historical events.
So let's talk about this, okay? If we're going to talk about how we know about Jesus, the history of his life, you don't get it from the Quran, okay? Like, for example.
Where do you get it from? The Bible?
Yes.
Why the Bible?
Because that's the eyewitness testimony. The people who walked with Jesus, who lived with him.
Eyewitness, but who is proving?
Yeah, but the Quran.
I told you guys already.
The Quran, they say, is God's word.
But like this.
How is God not the eyewitness?
So this is what it is, because that's just a claim, right? Just like she's saying, okay, but how would you prove?
But the eyewitness in the Bible, that's a claim as well.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the claim as
But
well.
let me land this, guys. Let me land this, because we're talking about establishing history, right? So this is what it is. If we're having eyewitness testimony, people who walked with Jesus, they would know about him, right? They lived with him. They heard him speak. They heard his teachings. So they would write them down. And so then they would also pass on the tradition to their students, and to their students, and to their students. 2,000 years of history of that.
Yeah, but that's
So what we have here is, but it's not though, because in the Quran, it comes 600 years after Jesus, and it's not connected to him at all.